The following witness account is from a man named Bryan Smith out of Chicago, and it's one that you're going to want to listen to. He's had an encounter with some sort of supernatural entity. And honestly, guys, it's not just women who need to worry about themselves when they go out. You as well need to be on guard. Now, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, you're going to want to switch to my YouTube or TikTok in order to watch this full video. It's part 1 and part 2, but it's well worth it. Take a look, listen to what Bryan has to say, comment below, tell me what you think he encountered.
So she walked into this little bar I was in, and she walked in, real smooth, like she was like a part of the band or something. Not too flashy, but just like present. Like when she walked into the room, the whole room just like stopped. Like you could just kind of feel a slight, silence, undertone, like people knew she was there. So she kind of walked up to me and she ordered me a drink, before I even introduced myself. And she said, I like your energy, so I'm like, okay. She told me my face looked like it told stories. So I kind of laughed it off, I'm like, okay, whatever that means. So then she reached and touched my birthmark and she whispered, I like the broken parts. I mean, I don't know what that means. Like, I'm glad I got a free drink and she looked good. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. So we talking for like an hour, y'all. Like nothing deep, just like, little flirting, low tones, kind of vibes, kind of conversation that make you forget where you parked at. So then I got up to go order a second drink. So the bartender slid me a glass, but he slid me like a little napkin with the glass, but it was like kind of folded up. He ain't say nothing. He just kind of like nodded at me. I'm like, okay. So I unfolded it and I read it and it said, don't leave with her. You're not the first. I'm like, what? Not the first? I'm too faded for this. First of all, so I don't even know what you're talking about right now. So I'm like, okay, I guess. So I turned back and the bartender was gone. Like not in the back, not serving anymore. Like he was just gone. So I turned around to the table and she was gone too. And the drink was there though. And it's still like, dripping, like sweating on the table. So this lady comes from the back, whatever. She asked me, like, okay. And I'm like, I'm looking for my friend. And she was like, your friend. And we kind of going back and forth. And she was kind of looking at me like, she don't know what I'm talking about. So she was like, come look at this. She showed me the security camera. And I was sitting there by myself all night. So if anybody knows me, they knows I'm not. Look, y'all. I don't know what's going on. I still got the little note. Well, I had the note after the fact. I'm like, well, where did this note come from? So I don't know if they was in cahoots together. So I'm sitting there, boom. I'm still holding this note saying, don't leave with her. My hand is like, I don't know. It was like it was hot in my hand or something like that. I don't know. So I look up and they both gone. So the girl I was just vibing with disappeared. The bartender that slid me the note disappeared. Gone like he never existed. Now, this woman, she comes from behind the bar. She got like this kind of cautious look on her face, like she's seen this before or something like that. So she don't really say that much. She just like, you okay? And I'm like, where'd he go? And she's looking again strange. I'm like, the bartender, that gave me this. So she glances at the note in my hand and her face like tightens. Like, and it's like it's like a younger white girl. Her face just like get real serious. She said real low. She was like, come with me. So she walking me through this hallway behind the bar, like past some like dry storage or whatever, into this little like dusty office area, whatever. The lights was kind of like flickering to look like a little bit. And it was like an old liquor poster on the wall. So it's like this small little Dell computer from like 2002 when they first started making like computers. And the screen is like grainy, whatever. And she shows me the footage from like 5 minutes ago. It's literally me just sitting right there talking, laughing. And I even reached for someone that wasn't even there. So I lean back. I'm like, look, man, are y'all playing with me? Like, is this like some type of sick joke? Like, what's going on for real? Like, what is this? And she shake her head and she look at me dead serious. Like, look, I'm not trying to freak you out, but this not the first time. I'm like, what? This not the first time. The first time what? What are you talking about? She pulls out her phone, opens up her photos. She scrolls down a bit and shows me like this little screenshot, whatever. And it was a little blurry a little bit, but it was the same bar at a different date. But another dude, he was sitting like around the same seat I was in, but with this kind of zoned out expression in his face. She said this same time last year, same night, someone said that they saw a woman too, but they didn't see anybody. Like he has the same story as you. Y'all, so I'm quiet at this point. Like, I'm not saying nothing. But then she kind of leans in and she started looking at my face. And she like, you always had that mark? And I'm like, what mark? Like, what are you talking about? She was like, your birthmark. So, because I forget I got it sometime. It's whatever. I forget I got tattoos, everything. So she nods real slow and she was like, my grandma, she used to call that the trace. She said only certain people are born with it. She said it means you got like some type of unsettled history or something like that, or somebody's still looking for you. So I laugh a little bit, but it's like, it's not funny. Like, I'm just trying to like break the awkwardness. I'm like, okay, So then she said something that gave me the chills. Y'all, she was like, she don't just pick anybody, that woman. She only shows up for people with that same mark. That guy had the same birthmark in the same spot. That's the correlation. Y'all, at this point, I'm way too faded still for all this. I'm like, yo, what is going on? She look at me. I'm looking back at her. So I'm like, what are you saying? Is this something spiritual? What is this? Like, what is this? So she just shrugged and she's like, I don't know, but I know you're not the first one that sat with her. And if history repeats itself, then she paused. She didn't finish her sentence. Y'all, when I swear I'm looking at the screen, it froze for a second and I see the girl and then the screen just shut off. Y'all, I don't know what it was. I don't know what's going on. I don't even know if she saw it. She tried to make it seem like she didn't know what I was talking about, but I'm like, we both looking at the screen right now. Like, she looked like she saw it, but she didn't want to actually confirm it to not weird herself out.